100,000 NVIDIA GPUs in 19 days. And the NVIDIA CEO said typically that'll take someone a year, and you got it done in 19 days. So that was kind of interesting. I thought Tesla may be up. It was up a little bit pre-market and then kind of sold off later in the morning. And now we're back to 222. So one other thing, PanW ended up getting bought back up yesterday. I want to keep that on watch. And that's probably it. I mean, Coinbase has been moving pretty well because of Bitcoin. Look at NVIDIA here under 140. I like that. So Coinbase has been moving pretty well because of Bitcoin. But I think NVIDIA is what I want to focus on early here, unless NVIDIA just drops off super, super hard. This is going to be my main watch. Then I'll probably switch over to either Coin, Tesla, or a PanW. Yeah, Coin's great when you can catch it, Latvian, but I'm sure you can tell by those contracts that if it goes against you, you're going to be hurting. But it's been a pretty easy trade recently. That's good. All right, well, guys, we still have about 8 minutes here until the open. So if you have any other questions, ask away. Or anything, or we can just kind of chill. But that was pretty quick. I'm going to go 140 calls for this week if we can open up under 140. I think that's going to be my plan. I think regardless, I'm going to go 140s, guys, because even if we do get in when we're above 140, being in the money is never going to be a bad thing on a Thursday. Okay. So 140 calls at 131,000 open interest. I know someone bought $4 million in NVIDIA calls. Back down it was around 130, 132, 133. A day or two ago. And I was like, man, he definitely thinks that NVIDIA is gonna bounce. I wake up this morning and I had to blink a couple times when I saw NVIDIA at 139. So anyways, yeah, about 6.5 minutes here. Peter on X, you want a short SPY? Yeah, I mean, it's way, way up in the air, but you never want to jump in front of a moving train. Don't be a guy trying to pick a top on everything all the time. Yeah, NVIDIA 140 calls. You guys showing up late. Yeah, NVIDIA 140 calls here. Ideally, we see this dip off the open, and I can try to buy a little bit on a dip. Kind of tough for me to signal, but I may just say it. And then going to be looking to add in, around 140, and then maybe a little bit more at the pre-market high, 140 and 30 cents. Yeah, it did, but I mean, it's Thursday, Mastermind, so this is one of those rare occasions where, besides going out of the money on a Thursday, where you could just, you can really lose value on those contracts quickly, I'm okay with buying 140s, even if it's a little bit above 140, just be in the money, because the contracts are still going to move. They have the most open interest, so they're going to get the most volume. So you don't have to always trade out of the money. You can trade something that's kind of right at the money. Whoa, opening imbalances just hit here in the video. Big sells. Look at that. See if that stays down. I want to see something like this. Ideally, it's not pre-market, though, because then I don't know how to trade it as well. But it's starting to sell off here under 140. This isn't a trade that you want to go in with, a massive amount of size here, guys. It's Thursday. If we can get a nice breakthrough 140 and see all-time highs, if we can get a dollar move on this on a Thursday, it's going to be a great trade. So don't go looking for some massive trade. SPY is way up in the air. All right, 4 minutes, guys. Three minutes. No, I definitely will not be playing Netflix today. I'll watch it, obviously, around earnings, see what happens, but I have no interest in trading Netflix. There's two ways to look at it, Mastermind. I was thinking, like, maybe is it worth buying some puts on it? Think about the Menendez brother documentary or like TV show that's come out as well. This last month. I think there's been some pretty good shows. So I do think that they're still going to have some good viewers. But then on the other hand, you could say they lost a bunch of subscribers recently. But I don't know. I just why flip a coin with a higher chance of losing money? It's like flipping a coin with a 40 or 35% chance of winning, kind of thing. What if we can't break out? It seems like there's a resistance there. Yeah, so that's the whole point. You want to see it break all time high. If it goes up there and rejects, then we can get out of the trade. But if it can break through Avenger, that's kind of where you can see that continuation, that kind of like nice momentum to the upside. That's what breakout trading is, and that's more so what I do here. This is really dropping off here, though. I don't really know how I want to trade this now. So we'll see. So again, guys, we got about a minute and 45 seconds here, just so we're all on the same page. I got the 140 calls for this week expiration, so expiring in 1 day. And I'm just kind of looking to trade this up around 140, look for a pre-market high. Then we have all-time highs at 140.76. Okay. Part of me thinks that I'm probably going to buy a little bit, right? If I'm going to go in with 25 contracts, I may buy 5 on an opening dip down in here. But again, I can let that go against me and not really care. So if you can't do that, then don't do that. But that's kind of my thought process here. If I can pick up a couple quickly on the open on a dip, then I will. Yeah, 140 call option for NVDA. But please, if you do anything today, it's just going with smaller size. This is a trade that I think could either work out really well or it's just not going to work at all. And there's no reason to lose big on something like this. So be smart here, guys. Be smart. It's Thursday. Elections in 20 days, less than 20 days. So be smart. 30 seconds here. $30. Contracts are decently cheap here. Nice little dip. Nice red to green there. I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit. Really, really small. Decent wall at 140. But again, I wanted to see a couple candle dip on that, guys. So I'm in with next to nothing here. I might add if this just rips right through 140. Little pullback there. There's a wall at 140. Contract's about 170. Here we go. It's a nice pullback there. Look at that. Red to green. I may add right there. Yeah, nice. I want to see this rip right through 140 and really start going for it. Market sold off hard. This is still nice and strong here. Come on, let's see it. 5 cents off 140. 3 cents. Come on, baby. Let's see this break. Pre-market high is 30 cents away after we break this. Oh, man, that wall, 1.7 million. Let's go. I want to see it happen right here. It may have to dance around a little bit, so be patient. 3 cents away. 4, 5 cents, 4 cents, 1 cent. Come on, break through that 140. Be patient here, guys. I'm really loving this. We break through this with volume, and we may see a massive continuation here, or it's going to reject, and you need to be ready to get out quickly. I'm going to sell some on the break and then try to let the rest go. Could easily pull back. So I may just go break even stop loss. I got a 174 fill. Look at that wick there. Let's see here. High, we did hit 140, but that wall's still there. So I'm gonna hold on to this. We just bounced right off VWAP. I like that. See if we can get right back up there. Nice. About 8 cents off. We're getting back to that 90-cent level. The market's just selling off, and this is really, really strong here. More than welcome to take some profits, but I think if we can get a nice bounce here from NQ, that'll help this get through that 140 level. I mean, guys, this wall is freaking huge. 1.7 million. I don't like that green and red candle. NQ is just selling off so hard. These could be chances to end up actually buying a dip, but I'm still in pretty small. I'm gonna add after I see a break of 140, I think. Big dip there. Wow. Market's selling off so hard. This could be a trap. Remember, NQ is just not helping this at all. I may just go ahead and cut this, but I do think on little dips like this, with the strength that we're seeing, it actually may be a good time to try to buy in some more. I hate to be dip buying on an average down, but the market's selling off. NVDA is staying really strong. There's a huge wall there we still haven't broken, but it's one of those scenarios that it could easily just sell off, and it could be a big trap. I mean, NQ is nosediving here, and NVIDIA is actually holding a bottom, which I like to see. It may need to come down to 138, though, is the problem. Everything's tanking. Tesla 219. Look at NVIDIA here, guys. I mean, look at NQ. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. That looked so perfect. Looking for a strong bounce here. I mean, I may end up just getting out of it, but I do think that this is probably a chance to buy. I'm in still pretty small. I'm in with about half of what I want to be in with. I'm waiting for that 140 break, and that's where I'm going to add another half of my position on, because that's where I think we're going to get that pre-market high, and then you're going to see that all-time high move. NQ is just nosediving here. It's ruining this trade. May have to just get out and wait for another entry. Nice, TK. That's good. That's what I wish I did, but I can't believe we hit 140 twice and didn't break through that wall. It was big though. NQ, I mean, it's nosediving. I don't know really what's going on right now. Probably best to just get out of the way. It's unbelievable. NVIDIA is trying to hold up, but once again, see what I said way back? I'm going to get out of this, guys. Way back here, we opened above 140 and the same thing happened. We got a $10 drop on this. So that makes me a little iffy. That's crazy. I cannot believe it just happened. Was up really good too at one point. This does have a good chance to come back, but I don't know that I want to be the guy trying to hold on for that. So we'll see. It's freaking crazy. I don't understand. I mean, look, NVIDIA is still to me holding up really well, and I can still see people coming in and buying these contracts, which to me is a good sign. But look what the whole market did. I mean, just completely tanked here. Look at this bounce from NVIDIA. One green candle from the overall market, and we got that. Still think there's probably something here, guys. Nice bounce. If this gets all the way back up to VWAP here in a minute or two, I mean, you got to think that's 139.41. You know, even above 139, that puts us less than $1 away from 140. But on a new low here, you have a 125 average. Nice, Latvian. That's going to do you really good. Yeah, pretty crazy bounce there. So I'm trying to keep everyone patient here. I want to see them get back above 139 quickly here. NQ's rolling right back over, which to me is a problem. I don't want to see this go back to low a day. NQ still trying to make a move for low a day here. We're starting to go sideways here, which I do like to see. But we need to see a bounce above 139 here quickly. We also need to see NQ actually make a move back for highs as well. If we can get a 140 break, guys, it's going to be great. I couldn't not get in that trade, especially when it was that close. But all it took was that one candle through low a day, and that's where it'll get you. But regardless of, I'll be in with double my size that I was on that first trade up here. So that's when it'll make through it, or it'll make up for it if we can get back through there. So let's see if this candle gets us to 139 here. Come on. Nice. Broke 139. I want to see if we can hold up there. NQ is bouncing a little bit. NVIDIA is looking a little too similar to NQ right now. It's like we've lost that volume. 140 calls already have 75,000 volume though. Yeah, I mean 125 is definitely a good entry. Because you're entered down here. We're looking for this to break up at 140. So, but again, this could easily roll back for low a day, and then the trade's done. So just keep that in mind. This thing's trying, but I don't know. I'm not thrilled with it. I'm gonna wait until this gets way back up there. Here we go. Coming back to 139. So what I'm not liking right now, guys, if you can look at NQ's kind of done the same thing, gone flat, bounced up a little bit. You look at NVDA, I want to see NVIDIA being strong on its own like it was over here. Now I'm actually seeing weakness on this. So I think this could probably easily go for low a day here. So just be careful. I'm waiting. As much as I want to see 140, right now, price action is not telling me this is going to work right now. But all it's going to take is one, two candles rip back up in here above VWAP, and the trade's back on. So, if you want to take a stab at it down here with some small size, go for it. But I'm gonna try to be a little patient here. NQ still trying to bounce. It's a nice candle. It's just low volume. $139 here again. Looks like we're gonna reject. Got to get through 139 with some strength here. It's, to me, okay, it's starting to flip a little bit more. NVIDIA looks like it has a little more strength on its own finally. So if we can get an extra NQ bounce with us here, I like this. As much as I wanted to fill down there, it's still, right here at VWAP. See, another rejection there. NQ rolling back over. Looks like it wants to try to go for a low a day. So let's see how strong NVIDIA can be on its own here. The one day we just need a little bit of help from the market. Even if NQ went flat today, we would have gotten that trade. But of course, it wants to nosedive on us. Be ready, though. I mean, this could still easily happen, guys. Let me check that wall out at 140. Yeah, they've added to the wall. That's a good sign. Almost 2 million wall. I'll try to take a quick screenshot here so y'all can see it. Look at this thing. Starting to break above VWAP. Lovely. Contracts 150 here. I'm going to take a little position on that. I like that. Market's bouncing. This is kind of trying to go on its own here. I'm in super small here, super small. I'm going to add around 140 again. I think that's what I'm going to do. Little rejection. That's okay. Just took a stab at it. I'm still looking to add the majority of my position up near the highs for anyone that wasn't in at all. Nice. We're starting to hold above VWAP here, which I like to see. Volume's kind of picking up here. I want to see a little bit more. This has definitely made a stronger comeback than the overall market here, which is good. Little pullback coming back into VWAP here. It's okay. Trying to be patient with this one, guys. It's Thursday. You don't want to be too early on stuff. Pretty nice buy up there on VWAP. Don't really love that. And see if they can hold that uptrend. You can kind of see this little bit of an uptrend here. They need to hold that and then get it back through this 139.50 level. Seeing some buying pressure here. I do like that. Nice little downside wick. The NASDAQ is bouncing up as well. Just need to see volume just flood into NVIDIA here. Once we get that 140, all those orders to get transacted at 140, that's going to bring in a ton of volume. We just need enough strength to get there, and ideally with some momentum. We're only 75 cents away, guys. We're really not that far. This could happen in one candle. $139.40 or 50 cents away from 140. Just need a little pop here. I want to see this get right through that 50-cent level and go. 139.50. Nice. Starting to move here. I want to see some strength coming up in here. I want to see volume start picking up as we start ripping back up to 140 here. This is basically a big opening range break, guys. So I do like this, and I would try to hold this for all-time highs. Gonna sell some on the break of 140, though, I think. We could add there. I don't really know, but I do want to try to stretch this trade out and really let it go for like 141 at the very least. Market big sell-off. This is coming back stronger. We see a little bit of relief here from the overall market to the upside, and this could go. So try to be patient with this one. We're 20 or 30 cents away from 140. This is like a massive opening range break here. I'm going to switch down to the 2-minute chart. You can always get back in hypotheses. That was definitely tough. It's not ideal how I wanted that for sure, but just be patient. About 40 cents away. I'm still in that starter position. I'm going to add right around 140, I think. I don't really want to mess with it here, put too much size on too early. $139.65. All right, about 30 cents away. Come on, NVIDIA. Let's see you go for this. This will be an amazing trade. 25 cents away. Try to stay calm here, guys. Let this thing trickle its way up there. Volume will spike hard if this thing breaks right through. $80, 20 cents away. 15 cents away, 10 cents away. Here we go. Here we go. I think I'm going to add here soon. As long as the market doesn't tank on us, guys, we're going to be good. That's all I'm worried about is NQ rolling over one time and they trap us again. I think I'm going to go ahead and add here my last little bit. Here we go. 8 cents away, 6 cents away, 5 cents away. Let's see this thing break. That wall's still there. 10 cents away, 9 cents, 7, 4, 3. It's going to be quick. Have your hand on the sell button, though. I'm going to sell some on this break. 3 cents away. This is a big, you're not going to see this many times. 39.99. Look at volume spiking here. You're going to see a massive volume candle through this. 99. 99. Come on, break. Do you guys see the bid in the ass sitting right there? These contracts are gaining value. I love this. 140 on the ask, breaking some of that wall. Look at the volume candles. 140, we broke. We broke. I'm selling some. Here we go. Pre-market high just broke here. Try to let this thing run a little bit. Yeah, baby. Selling a little more there. Beautiful. New high. Selling a little bit more. I'm going to try to hold the rest of this for all-time high. Woo! We're off to the races. Let them go. Let them go, baby. 15 cents away from all-time high. Oh, yeah. Come on. Be patient with this one. Be patient. Let's go. 6 cents away from all-time high. Look at this volume spike, guys. I told you. I'm going to sell more on the all-time high break, and then probably the rest of it above 141. Here we go. All-time highs. I'm going to sell a little bit there. Got a little less than half of my position still on. Still a baller trade. Ooh, that pullback hurt. That definitely made up for my loss. That sucked. I mean, that loss definitely took a big chunk out of this, but still, I mean, I've made up probably 3 or 4 times on that loss. Come on, keep going. I'm still waiting for 141 on the rest of these guys. For anyone that's thinks I'm lying here, here you go. Keep going. Come on, keep going. New high coming in. 1 cent away. Boom, new highs. Let's see, 141 has a little bit of a wall as well. I love that. Gonna sell a little more there. Come on. I need more than that, NVDA. Ooh, the market may roll back over. I may need to start getting out of this. All right, I sold another 5. All right, I have 20% of my positions still on here. Yeah, 20%. patience here, right? We've closed above 140. We're holding up there. TK, I love it. You traded that perfectly today. Come on now, NVDA. You're not doing that. Coming back in to 140. Oh, wow. Look at that. Okay. Well, I guess I'll sell the rest of this. Got a little greedy on that. That makes me so mad. The market just did that to me. All right, I'm out. That really sucks. And it's probably going to get bought up again. Oh, man, I got greedy. I got greedy on about $400 or $500. So that makes me mad, but I still made 1,500 and I was down about $800 to start the day. So I was up a lot more. Obviously, at the top, I sold everything, but well, Big Bull, I'm glad you got it back. But look at that pullback. I mean, that just ruined that trade. Man, that makes me mad. That just totally pulled back. I know, $70. Those were above $2. My fill was 155. Great job, y'all. Well, I know that the first trade was tough, but now you kind of see why, what I was looking for on that. Sometimes that's kind of where I should have probably stick to my rules. Um, so, but I couldn't miss out, on that trade. So I had to get in with some sort of size. But to me, there was a perfect example today. Um, take for me P&L wise, I lost $800 to start the day, and then come back and I made like 2,300 or 2,500 or something. So I ended up the day up 1,500, and also I just lost an extra $400 or $500 just from trying to hold for 141 on my last 10 contracts. Yeah, Avenger today was a little panicky for sure, but it's all about just managing, that position. And that's why I was very vocal about being in with small size to start the day. What's up, Pookie? And then once this trade came back around, I also said I'm going to be going in with double what I did on my starter position to start the day, because the chances of this breaking through this on the second time is greater than off the open the first time. So most of you guys, it looks like you got that loss back and more. I did, but I'm extremely upset that this just tanked like that. I wanted to see this go higher, and I would have made an extra couple $100 on my last 10 contracts. But someone asked me to talk about how many contracts I was in. So I had about 50 contracts on that. 155 fill. So, I mean, we can do the math on that. 155 times 50. So it was about 7750 position size there. And let's see here. I was down about 800 to start the day. 800 plus my 1497 right now. So I made about 2,300 on that, 2,400. So that goes to show you, I made almost 3 times what I lost, right? And that's how your position size needs to be. All of this was recorded as well, guys. So I will have this clipped up for y'all and you can watch it. Well, I added the rest of my contract kind of right before the break. So I wouldn't say that was light, but, you know. Um, how usual are these? Yeah, no, one's definitely I would say light, but again, it all depends on your capital. That's why I don't really want to talk about like I'm buying 5 here, I'm buying 10 here. It's just like I'm taking a little position of right here. For I was looking to get in for 50 contracts ish today, and I was buying 5 at a time. So I'm buying 10%, 10%, 10%. And then up toward the end before that thing broke, I was buying 10. But Ethan, how usual are these games throughout the week? I mean, I can never give you a specific like, this happens 2 or 3 times a week. But the market was really, really hot and we made a lot of money, I would say about a month ago, and it was really good. Um, Hypotheses or whatever. Uh, and like the last 2, 3 weeks has kind of been slow. But like today, this has been a trade I've been waiting on for a long time. So um, it but the percentage gains, if that's what you're asking, like typically I try to make anywhere from 15 to 30, 40% on my trades, and then I'm okay with losing 20% at most, something like that. It all depends on the trade, it all depends on the market, but this is how the streams typically go, if that's also what you're asking as well. Sharing my screen, talking about it, walking you through the trade. That's how it works. However, tomorrow is going to be a premium stream. So if you guys, if you want to be there for that, um, you're going to have to be a premium member. This is pretty crazy. Like this low a day coming in. Um, but so yeah, so for if you don't know, it's Monday and Friday are the premium streams, and then Tuesday, Thursday are going to be the free ones. And tonight I have a premium lesson for you guys that didn't know. But yeah, no, this is pretty crazy. All time highs are scary, but if NQ guys, I mean, look what the overall market did. Look at NQ here. We made our money on this tiny low volume bounce, okay? And then it just rolls right back over super hard. And of course, NVIDIA is going to give up and trap a lot of people there. So if we had even relative, just a flat day on futures, I think we would be at 142, 143. But once again, it was like the overall market was super weak today. So it's going to be hard for, stocks to make really big moves. No, JWAG, I know. I mean, it was brutal. Again, I mean, I had right there at the end, just to put this into perspective for y'all that want to trade a bunch of contracts or whatever. I had 10 contracts left, and I was waiting for 141. We hit 140 and 89 cents. Okay, contracts are at two. Let's just call it $2. My fill was 150, so I was up about an extra $500 on that one candle that ripped straight back down under 140. Those contracts went to 160. So I lost $400 in a matter of a few seconds just because I was trying to hold for an extra 10, 15 cent break on NVIDIA. I think, it wasn't necessarily me getting greedy. The overall market just totally, rolled back over. But also keep in mind that I was in 50 and I was out of 80% of my position at the time. So I'd already locked in plenty of profits, and I still sold these for above break even. So, but yeah, we got earnings season coming up. We got Netflix today. But this is the kind of the beauty of day trading is we're now done. 34 minutes into our day. Anyways, if you guys made some money on that, hey, I love that. Well, I'm glad you finally got to see it. Happy that you're here. Um, yeah, so for anyone that did make money on that, throw that in profits chat for us. That'll be good. Get you guys a shout out. Thank you, Latvian. Yeah, I would hope everyone listening here has some sort of coach, whether it's me, Mad Maverick, uh, Swinging Bull, Jay. We're all here. And for any free people, I mean, that's you can do. You don't have to just go straight to premium. You can start with the coaching program, and then jump into to premium after. Yeah, Latvian, that's good, man. I mean, I was cash yesterday. I didn't take any trades, but yeah, no, today was great. We needed today for sure. Good job, mate. No, I love it. Let's see this. Last 1 month P&L, 7%. It's beautiful. That's a great screenshot right there. That's what y'all need to be focused on. You know, the slow and steady gains, not trying to make 10% on your account in one day. If you can make 10% a month on your account, that's going to be huge. It's awesome, Slim Pickens. Good. Oh, Avenger, that sucks. Well, did you make money today, Avenger? I hope so. We traded NVDA, Chag. Not a bad day. Started the day down, and then took another trade and made it to the upside. I was down like $800 to start the day, and that's where I finished. Um, no, we wanted that 140 break. So if you go look at the chart, you can see it opened down. Market was kind of tanking, and this was holding up pretty well. And then, as you can see, it just ripped straight back down. Took the loss, and then really we should have just been buying more at the bottom. But ripped back up to 140, and then you look at NQ, just tanked on us, and we're back at 139. So kind of a weird day overall, but we made some money. Yeah, I mean, what Pookie just said, guys, is like it's so true, but it's what makes this hard. Everyone wants to come in and get those massive trades. You want to make as much money as you can, as fast as you can, and that's just you may get one or two bumps, from a good trade, right? You're gonna bump that account up nicely, and you're gonna think that that's just how it works, and it's not. It's actually the fastest way to blow your account up is by continuing to go for that. So that's what we're here for, is to try to give you guys base hits. And then the best, the best thing to do is, especially after a big loss, it's like, you know what, I'm going to try to go for these, 5, 10, 20% gains. Just try to be nice and consistent. And I'm going to do it for a month. And then you're going to do that for a month. It was less stressful. It was more systematic and kind of robotic. And then you're also going to be like, wait, that's kind of weird. I'm up more money than I was, having these big P&L swings, right? If you can make $100 a day, roughly for a month, you can make 1,500, $2,000, and you were freaking out over a 500 or $1,000 win, but then you're losing $400, $500, $600,000 on your losses, and you ended the month only up $200, trying to go for the big massive trades. Look at this, NVIDIA low a day. Yeah, 100%. Criticize me as much as you can. I mean, Pookie can attest to this. Any of the other coaches here will too. I mean, we want to make this as seamless and smooth as we can for you guys, and as effective as we can. So if we're doing something that doesn't make sense, or you would want it to be changed, all you have to do is say it. We're not ever going to be mad at you. We want to tweak this up as much as we can to make it perfect for you guys. So, um, yeah, don't be afraid to say, Ethan, you're an idiot. You should be doing this. That makes no sense. And I'll say, you know what? Probably so. Let's change it. Yeah, Gia, that was tough. I know you're the dip buy guy, so um, but yeah, I mean, look, regardless, guys, that trade was probably like a C plus of to what it could have been. So if it wants to hold up above like 136, 137 today and close here under 140, you got to think we only made all-time highs by 13 cents. So to me, that wasn't even really the real break. So I do think possibly, you know, tomorrow we could get this. A real break. A real break to me is like 144, 145, you know. Thanks, Spooky. Yeah, that was definitely kind of intimidating. I try to play it off like it was nothing, but starting that in-person event that we threw for y'all that don't know about it, it was pretty crazy to get up in front of a room full of people and have to live trade in front of them. Yeah. We could definitely get another break. So I'm happy. I'm happy that we made some on it, and then maybe tomorrow is going to be the real break. But what I don't want to see happen is I come around at noon today, and this is at 142. Used to be part of what Discord, Avenger? This name hasn't changed. Yeah, what's up, PW? Slim Pickens, that's awesome. I need to do that. What was intimidating, PW? I know for most of you guys that kind of buy something and hold it for a little while, this was probably pretty freaking crazy, and I get it. Um, but the more you do it, the more it'll kind of slow down for you. I promise. But this is one of the fastest ways to trade. That a human can do at least. Obviously, computers can go faster, but yeah. I mean, I get it. There's like there is definitely a whole like lingo aspect to this for sure. So if I ever say anything that you don't understand, um, my job is to teach this, right? I've taught this for a while, so just ask. There's no stupid questions at all. Ask me whatever you want. I can explain things in 15 different ways, so I'm gonna do it until you understand it. But yeah, so about a 20-30 minute workday today. Not bad. Now I get to go to class all day. We were making a baby, PW. We were. We were making love. It was great. And she got mad and hit me and then sold off. Maybe so. Phil took 400 or 500 bucks from me in about 2 seconds. So that's pretty funny. Yeah, not in a good way. How insane is it that girl's worth like 12 million bucks now? It's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, I see like memes online, and it's like me, struggling at my 9 to 5 job, or me waking up at 5 a.m. for my 9 to 5 job, and some girl that said Hawk Tuah is worth $12 million. Yeah, the podcast is ridiculous. People make so many jokes about it. Yeah, we in the wrong industry or something. I don't know. I mean, I gotta say we have it pretty good, but my goodness. Oh, with the vitamin water, PW. Let's go for round two. We were talking about the Hawk Tuah girl being worth 12 million bucks, Bookie. Yeah, so NVDA guys, I mean, it's coming back up. Mastermind may happen again. I don't know that I'm willing to lose any profits on this. I don't think that the market is really doing what I want it to do at all. So I don't know. Yeah, that vitamin water thing was pretty crazy. That's definitely a story everyone should know about. Back to VWAP here. There's just no way NVIDIA really does this, right? It would be our luck at this point. It's just the way the market's been. It takes a couple times to get through these resistance levels, and then it finally goes. So we'll see. I hope it doesn't break again, guys. I really don't know that I want to trade it. We're already 45 minutes into the day. Volume's going to start dying out here, but it may be worth keeping an eye on. So so Maintenor basically vitamin water. It's just you've probably seen it. They offered 50 Cent, the rapper, money to endorse them and kind of advertise for him. And he said, I don't want money right now. Give me equity in it. And he got probably about 6 to 10% roughly. And then they sold to Coca-Cola a couple years later for like 1.4 billion. So he made around $100 million from it. And they're probably going to give him like 100 grand or, whatever up front. Yeah, pretty crazy. Market's starting to bounce, guy. To me, I'm just really going to go against my rules here, trying to trade this again, but we'll see what happens. We're almost an hour into the day. People are buying more calls on this, though, but they're for January 2025. Some 170 calls, 130 calls, 105 calls, 170 calls, millions of dollars. Wow. So people are buying January. Let's see, how much are these premiums? The January 170 calls are pretty cheap. Someone just bought $10 million, and they're about 5.53, so 55 or $550. Some people are selling some though, it looks like. I don't know. Yeah, Pookie, I can agree with that. There's a lot of low float stuff going on in there. I'll stick around for a little bit longer here. Let's see. Copy event link. Yeah, market is recovering a little bit. I use Thinkorswim, yeah, TOS for charting, and then I buy and sell on a different platform, but you have to pay for it. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, you guys can tell these contracts lost a lot of value. They're about $1.40 right here. They were $1.60, $1.70 in this area just 15 minutes ago. I don't know. I'm just kind of hanging out. Nvidia is creeping back up to 140, Farouk, but I don't know that I want to try this again this late in the day. It seems like, I mean, guys, so like the big reason why I'm saying that, guys, is look at the volume here. You're not really seeing above average volume at the moment. And you're seeing, NQ make a kind of a decent recovery here. So it looks like to me, Nvidia doesn't really have those aggressive buyers right now. It really just is getting pulled up with the overall market. But that could change in a moment's notice. So we're seeing a lot of things recovering here. Tesla went from low a day all the way back almost to high a day here. Later, Pookie. Apple recovering. Let's see, where is that? Break my neck looking at the screen this way. Let me take off Goldman Sachs. Yeah, Apple recovering pretty well too. I'm gonna be interested in Apple back above probably around 235 again. Let me put some alerts out there. Take care, Boogie. Nice, dude. Later, Jelly. I don't know, guys. I do think that it's probably best to call it a day. But I'm here for any more questions. I'll stick around for about 6 more minutes. 140 could be interesting. Market's recovering. But I think it's best to not overtrade today. Even if this does break and go, we already made money. The last thing you want to do is try to trade this again and end up losing money. Um, you know, isn't a good day. What? 140 at what average? What are you asking? Um, are you asking like what the contracts are at right now? Yeah, I think the trade's done. See, look at this. See, volume's just not there, guys. If this was ripping up to 140, like, aggressively with high volume, I'd probably consider it. But it just kind of slowly trickled its way up there, and it's basically mirroring the NASDAQ right now. So I don't want to see that. Yeah, how'd you do today, Ginny G? That was a good one, especially for you guys that dip bot. No, so Ginny G, whatever you're up at close on that contract, you'll just realize that gain. You don't have to sell it if you don't want to, or you can sell it. But Good. Well, see, Jenny G, I love that so much. That means that you use proper risk management on that. Your loss was smaller than your win. That's perfect. I know that was tough, guys, and I hated even signaling a stop loss on that, but I was like, this is one of those times when it could drop another 5 points. So I wasn't going to let these contracts lose another 20%, you know, but knowingly that we can always get back in. You got to be kidding me in the video. We're not doing this, right? They got another 200,000 wall, 250,000 wall at 140. I don't know that I can allow myself to take this trade. Volume is just not there at all. That's the problem. Yeah, JWAG, I held that a little longer than I probably should have, but I was kind of thinking, I think at one point this will probably bounce here at 138. And sure enough, it did, but I didn't want anyone holding for way too long. We're at 139.70, guys. I mean, we're right here. Yeah, I mean, Jenny G, you can always sell one here. I mean, market definitely isn't super strong today. It gapped up really nicely and then sold off. So, I mean, why not sell one up here in case this goes back for low a day and then see what that last one goes to? I mean, hypotheses, I'm not looking to get back in this trade. So, I don't really want to tell you what to do, but I'm not looking to buy in again. But, you don't want to be buying right at 140 if you're going to force this trade. But my advice again is to just get away from this. Look what the market just did. One red candle here, boom, this thing just ripped down about 70 cents. Those contracts lost over 10%. Yeah. So, did you not trade it with me early on? Apotheosis. I think I'm saying that right. Just a tip. Did you make money today? Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping for another. Did you make money at Apotheosis? Good. Okay. Big spike down on the market here. It's getting bought up a little bit though. The risk to reward here, guys, to me just doesn't make sense. Look at that. Look at that buy up there. That's kind of interesting. I mean, you can hedge with puts. Again, guys, I'm not looking to get back in this trade. We already made money today. If you're gonna get in here, yeah, maybe buy like 3 calls and 1 put or something to hedge yourself. But I mean, this could easily go back to 140 and maybe go for a high a day. I don't know. I'm not. I made decent money today, so I'm not really looking to give any of that up. I'll take $1,500, especially after being down 800 today. So started the day on that first one down 800 and made 2,300 back. So I to me, there's no reason to give any of that back. I'll take that money in 20 minutes of time this morning. We're already an hour into the day. Typically, that's where volume's going to start dying off. So trades may not work as clean as they could. I mean, this does look interesting, but is it worth losing money? Ask yourself that. If you're willing to lose money, then take the trade. If you're not willing to lose money, then get out of here. I'm done for the day. I'm just kind of here answering questions and hanging out with you guys for a little bit longer before I got to go. So let's see if my group members are doing any of the project. Of course not. Of course not. What am I feeling for tomorrow? So it's going to depend on where NVIDIA is. I really don't want to see NVIDIA go higher today. I would like to see it just kind of chop around here under 140, because then we can kind of get the same trade that we took today tomorrow. But PW, it is going to be a premium stream, so I don't think that you're premium. But I am going to be looking for the same exact trade. And honestly, if the market was strong again, guys, if we saw SPY and NQ with any sort of strength today, I think this would have been a absolutely insane trade. I mean, we could be at 143 right now, 144, 145. But the market was super weak, so it kind of ruined the chances of this being a massive trade. So tomorrow, if we open up around here and we get the same kind of setup, I think this could go much higher. Yeah, so when I say it's Thursday, it's because the contracts that I'm trading PW, they're expiring tomorrow. So if I get in a trade, on a Thursday or Friday, um, the contracts are just going to lose value quicker because they're expiring sooner. So on a Monday, you don't really need to worry about time decay as much. But the closer you get to Friday, if you get in let's say that I buy NVIDIA right here, okay, at 140 a contract, and this goes sideways for 15 minutes, I'm going to be down money, even though the stock went nowhere, right? So if you look back, whenever we got in this trade around this area, the contracts were about $170, and right now they're at 145. Does that make sense? Yeah, we'd be buying new cars, JWAG, 100%. I mean, I was looking to really cash out on that one, on that second move, but the whole market just ruined it. Sucks, but it is what it is. Maybe this goes for a late day trade, guys, but you never want to be at the market's mercy. You never want to feel like you have to make a decision just because something's getting to where you wanted it. You want to make your own decisions. You want to be in control the entire time. So I don't care if NVIDIA is sitting right here. I think that I'm not going to take this trade, and I'm going to call it a day. If it sets up again for us tomorrow, great, I can trade it. But there's, just like JWAG just said, there's no volume, right? So no volume, no trade. We're sitting flat here. Contracts are just going to sit here and lose value. Is it getting close to 140? Yeah, but 140 is a huge resistance level. I rather trade it early in the morning when there's a lot of volume and things are moving strong than in the middle of the day when there's really low volume, and it just becomes a stressful trade. So when they predict it will go up, the contracts cost more because they are more valuable. Well, not necessarily that. You can buy a call or a put whenever you want based on what you think the stock's going to do, PW. But the closer things get till expiration, the faster they're going to lose value, if the stock's not going anywhere because there's time decay. Yeah, slim pickings 100%. Anyone can make money, guys, but not many people can keep it. And these are examples on when you have to be disciplined enough to just walk away. Not be so greedy, just focusing on the money. It's actually trying to create good habits. Staying disciplined, right? Because I could have gotten NVIDIA 3 or 4 minutes ago and it made that big dip and then got bought up. And now I'm sitting flat here and I'm probably down close to 10% on my position just because it's gone nowhere. Market's been weak today. Why do I expect it to just randomly turn around after an hour, into the day? I would like to see this break back down under 139 though, so I can walk away and be comfortable. Because I do want this to kind of do what it's doing right now for the rest of the day. I don't want to see it make new highs because then we can get that trade tomorrow. And like I said, if we have a strong market, if the market's moving great and we have any sort of strength, this could be, tomorrow could be the real day and we can get that massive move. And it'll be on a Friday. So the contracts are just going to go insane. Look at that. Another buy up there on VWAP. This may do it. I don't know. But I'm going to stay away from it, guys. And if I need to leave so you guys won't trade it, then I'll do that. Well, I mean, I'm not necessarily tempted. I can care less what the stock does right now. I'm more so nervous that it's going to make a move to the upside. It may not even be a clean move. It may just kind of be a slow move through 140, and it keeps going higher. That just kind of ruins the trade for tomorrow. So the market's starting to sell off again. I would like to see this pull back just so I know that we could probably the chances of this staying under 140 today are higher, and we can get that trade tomorrow. So NQ and SPY selling off here pretty aggressively. I would like to see NVIDIA sell back off. Because, I mean, look what it did over here. Look how strong it was here. And then it took one sell-off from the market, and this thing went straight to low a day. So I want to see this break back under 139 here, and I'll be happy, and I'll probably call it a day. I'm just kind of sitting here watching it, see what it does. But look, any dip here is getting bought up, bought up, bought up, bought up. So could it break through here and make a move for 140? 100%. But I'm going to stay away from it. So I'm probably going to wrap things up here pretty soon, guys. Do you have any other questions or comments on today? I have a premium lesson tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time for you guys in my coach's corner. So I'll see y'all there for that. Yeah, PW, thank you. Thanks for being here. If you made money today, throw it in the profits chat. Tag me in it. That'll be good. Here we go. Yeah, sell off, NVIDIA. Sell off. Get under 139. I want you to die. There you go. See? This is why you have rules in place. These contracts were at 140, 150. Now they're at 120. It's a 20% loss there. There you go. Market's dying. There it is. Get out of here, NVIDIA. Get down there. Sweet. All right. Any last minute questions, guys, before I end this here? If you guys have anything else later in the day, just DM me or just tag me in any of the chats. And yeah, enjoy class, right? I'm definitely not going to enjoy it, but I got to go. Almost done. Got to think. One more semester and I'm done. And then I figure out what I'm going to do. There we go. Get out of here, NVIDIA. Get out of here. Love it. There you go, guys. That's an example on low volume, staying away from the stock, and then it pulls down against you. Contracts for at 110. That would have hurt. All right, y'all. Have a good rest of the day. Thanks for being here. And I'm going to head out. If you need me, just text me. Bye-bye.